What goes on? Deal gang. How's everybody doing? What up? Right, 5,200 next stop, I guess. Price moon late in the New York session. Yeah, I see. I didn't see any of this. I had no idea this happened. Trump was speaking right now. He's been speaking all day. He's flying the country. He's doing his midterm blitz. Because if he doesn't show up, the candidates themselves aren't going to win. At 10 pips for breakfast. Okay. All right. Let's fill up in here. But we are really bullish today. There we go. There goes the daily flip. There goes the 4-hour flip. There goes the hourly breaking previous couple hourly highs. 30 broke the previous high. 15 broke the previous high. I mean, looks like we're heading up for now. We are gonna need. We're gonna need to wait. Gotta wait. $250 pip range. I'm sure we can find something within there, but gotta wait. We'll let the zoom down. Down. Yeah, come on in, fill up. We're gonna wait on things to develop here as we've created more all-time highs earlier today. Now it's time to get some structure. We filled the range now. Time for brand new structure. Right? We had a push, we had a pullback, we had a range, liquidity, tried. Now we are at a decision-making area. Dog sizzling. Those is price. Price is sizzling. I know a whole bunch of you are in buys here right now. A whole bunch of you. Get the mess, lad. Missed it? You missed it? I missed nothing. I missed nothing. Love being rich. No buys, only watching history. Yep. History made again. What do we tap? 52, 51.99. We said, right? Guess the next decision's at 5,200. So, I entry from 5162 buy, but I'm out from the gap. Okay. You can. Can you try to just close the door? Thank you. See what it does. Does it push us back down in range, the support areas, or do we continue pushing? More people at the Zoom door. It's Mr. Buy limit options. Oof. Oof. How's the vet? He fine. He good. There was nothing wrong with him today, so got a virus. I haven't been any good. Yeah, he was feeling sick yesterday. Sick yesterday. Holy jumping fucking Jesus. Look at this rejection. The daily, the 4 hour broke the highs. Got grab more orders. Maybe it could pump down. The volume crazy, yeah. Wild, but even if when it's wild, you know, you can take advantage of it. Over here, just there's nothing. Not printing anything. Even in a wild state, it's not printing anything close or anything that resembles a position. Just saw 56 pips and the position was gone. Good thing you don't trade on the 1 minute. You do? That's crazy. So much risk because I don't use stops, but at some point you got to know like where, like, it's illogical, right? Where you're just wrong, right?
Give me 1 second.
What? Is that Turpy? What was that? Leave it. That options? Yep, got it. Thank you. 15 ended up closing above. That is interesting. I'm not looking to get any kind of buy here right now. But I would like for this to create a top wick, re-break the lows, and then we can have some kind of buy conversation. Is it holding up? All right, there's the bullish flip. This is good. Now I'd want to see a rebreak of the lows, and then I would take this. Not right now. Need a steeper wick. What do we have here? Maybe we fake out. Maybe we get that closure back in range. 30 will hold if we get down here. And the hourly, and then we can look to retest 60 areas. Okay. Interesting. Can we break the lows so we can have some kind of a buy stop? Huh? Look at the little wee tabs here. Nice 5-minute. What do we have here? We're gonna have a buy limit here, gang. I'm sorry, a buy stop. The break of the highs. current candle stops. What would be amazing here is a celery play. And I will go break even on the fill of this wick to the left here. A steep stop. If we re-break these lows, I think we might look to delete. Yeah, I'm gonna delete here. This is over 100 pips. Let's see what we get. Remember we said we need to close below the 30 here in order to look for some kind of sells. And if we can also get that on the hourly, that would set us up for the bottom of the range, to retest the bottom of the range here. Pips. He tapped the 30 level on the dot. All right, if this can hold above the 15, right? If we get a weak bearish closure, I would not mind a celery play either. We have a level here, right? So if we're able to close bearish, but still above that level, we just need technically a stop, better stop than what we have right now. If able to do that, then we'll look to continue up here with all-time highs. Maybe the next candle gives us a decent stop, and we could use somewhere here instead of here. Right, because this closure would also close the 30 above. If 15 closes above here, the 30 also closes above its own level. And then we're just looking to continue up. Okay, so we got 7 minutes for that candle. Oh my. Right now. We'll get it here. 7 minutes. Anyone taking this at a lower lot size? Thinking of taking this and having my stops range here. Volume, right? Seven minutes. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna wait. I gotta pee. It's a good way for me to stay out of it. And if it drives, by the time I come back, then it drives. But this would be perfect because this would give the next 30 a bottom wick, right? A 30 closure above, 15 closing above, 30 bottom wick coming up. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. All right, give me a minute. Taking it right now, definitely an eval trade. Yeah. That's funny. Because it's gonna run if it breaks that high, but like, you know, on that off chance it breaks the high and comes right back down, You want to be in off the next 30 after the bottom wick made. You don't want to sit through that drawdown, so avoid it here. Go for it. That's right. Happy birthday, Bougie. Yeah, happy birthday. I don't know the words. Happy birthday to your ass. Hope you make some bread. Zoom door. More people. Holy. A lot of people at the Zoom door. What are you guys doing out there? Come in. What are you guys all doing out there? What'd you say the plan was? We're waiting on this 15 to close, and as long as we get this closure above this 15 level, we just need we basically need a stop. The current bottom wick here, it's too steep. We're looking for a celery play, so as I just drew out a minute before, right there, that's what we're looking for that kind of closure. And we need this bearish candle to look like this. And then we're looking for buys on the break of the high there. Capiche?
Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
Wait, let's wait. Let's wait. Will we get it? Break it more low. I'm gonna mark off the 30 level here for reference. Three minutes. 3 minutes here, gang. So looking for longs after that closure, yeah, I would look for buys on this bullish candle if we get on the break of the highs here. If we're able to close like this, if we're close back in range here, we're gonna hold off. But there's a lot of time left. It's 3 minutes. We can still re-break the lows, continue down heavy. We can re-break the highs and fill the wick before this candle even closes. There's, 160 seconds still left here. Look at this 5 ready to lift off right now. What are the chances that it doesn't? It spent the first 2 minutes making that steep ass bottom wick of 100 pips, right? Yeah. 5 closes leg candle, man. You might see a top wick first. Market come down and then take it. $100. Will it go without us? This is good. Look how the 30 looks now. above the range. Need a bottom wick here. This might be fast here, gang. 90 seconds. Remember why we're doing this. We need stops 1 minute to go. We need the next candle to create a bottom wick. Man, this okay, good. The leg candle thing wasn't my
Yeah,
cup
be
of tea.
careful. I'm watching. I don't like that. If it closes the candle on the 15th, I don't like that.
I was looking at that bullish flip and I'm gonna need a wick to come down here in a range.
Nah, more waiting for me. I don't even trust the candles at all-time highs. Nope, I'm okay.
Scarred, bro. I'm scarred. Yeah, I guess it just went without us. It needed to wait 20 more seconds. And look, in the last 20 seconds, it went. This is very interesting. If we come back down here, I will take a buy at the rebreak at a high. We're going to need to tap these lows down here, the previous candle body low. And if we rebreak after that, these down here. 51863 areas. What do we need? I'm gonna have a buy stop here.
It's a leg candle on the 5 too, so be careful. I think it's gonna try to get filled now.
Just did.
Yeah, I'm worried about stops being too big though. If it fills that wick down, I don't like that.
81 pips. If it rebreaks here, well, we're probably gonna delete. But depends how it rebreaks. Perfect bottom wick here for the 30. Hourly, hour. All right, gang. May the forces of evil become confused on the way to your house. It will be current candle stops. It did everything we wanted here. Created that top wick, came back down, retested this range here. Actually broke the low there. And if it rebreaks highs, we should be filling the wick. A lot of time here on this 30. What platform on top one? This is Project X. Broke the low. And we re-break the high. Probably stopped out a couple of early entries. Liquidity. Maybe there was some sell stops down here on the break of that candle low as it was printing. Yeah, this stops over 100 pips now. Even 97, 98. 100 pip stops. Okay. Sorry, gang. I got live studio audience. Let's delete this. It's technically valid up until it breaks this previous candle low, but stop. We'll see. Maybe we deleted a bit too soon. Maybe it starts pumping back up. Yeah, I might have deleted a bit. Back they go. Oh, shit. I stopped. One. All right. Good luck, gang. See if we can push. I'm gonna move stops to break even here. Boom. Maxed. Stops to break even. This is a risk-free trade. House money on the table here. See if we can push. 38, 39 pips. I closed 75% of my position on the live. Push, goddammit, re-break that high. And I could say goodbye to the stream and chat and everybody else. Let's fucking go. Whoop, whoop. I need a horn. I need an air horn. I need a train horn. Fuck that. I need a cruise ship horn. Closing full right there, 49 pips. Wait, what did we get? Did we get into signals? Fill of the wick. The fill of the wick. Fill of the wick can return those back. And all the ladies say I'm pretty fly for a white guy. Da, 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 da. How did that close me 41? It moves so quick. So in the signals it says 41, but that's just because it read it late. I ended up closing at 47 pips.
Yeah, you need that air horn, bro.
Hmm.
I feel good. Break out the red panties. We're rich, baby.
Fucking go. Look at that. Closed out perfectly at the top of the
I'm
wick
gonna
here.
apologize to absolutely nobody.
Yeah. I'd like to take this fucking moment. I apologize to absolutely fucking nobody. It was great. I was watching somebody posted a reel of Joe Rogan reacting to his knockout of Aldo. And
Aldo Rain.
it was absolute. Rogan goes, "What?" I have the April contract active and the price is already 52.35. Damn, you were ahead of the game. When are we switching contracts, gang? Does anybody know? Sure. Yeah, eating good tonight? Eating good every night. Gang, please drop some likes. Please sub to the channel. Please share this stream. Do me a favor. Help me grow this account to 50K subs. You guys got me to 30K. You got me to 30K. The stimulus checks are out. The Wix 9 stimmies are on their way to everybody. So look for that in your mail. And look for that in your terminal. So I provide the stimmies and you guys gotta just sub. That's all I ask for. Help me grow this community. What's the contract for the 28th? Wait, hold on. So tomorrow we trade the new contract, right? You're seeing April contract already in book. Hold on, let me ask you this question. Drizza, are you seeing more volume in the new contract or the old contract? Or this contract? Because typically what happens when the new contract drops, we typically see a heavy slowdown, right? There because we get like a day or two of slower price action here, and we get like heavy volume coming into the new contract because everyone's switching to there. Man, did it ever come back to our VE? No, it never came back. Look at this, man. Closed it a bit too soon. 7. Nice job, everybody. Still holding. Yeah, bro, this account only caught what, 39 pips here? 38 and a half, 39. Out of like 200. Because I can't hold runners on this. Otherwise, we would have caught like at least 100 on this one if I had maybe 50. MGC Jace 26. You mean GCJ? Yeah, GCJ 26. Can sell? No. I mean, you can.
But you'll lose.
No. Like, let me put it this way. I don't know anyone that's selling right now because I'm just not allowed to give you financial advice, right? So, should you? I don't know, man. But like, I'm not going to. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do.
You should not sell. No, I would just say that.
I'm not gonna sell. He said, "Okay, I sell."
If you're okay with losing money, then sell.
I mean, you got to be okay with losing money just to be trading here, but like,
I mean, that's true.
I'm just not okay with losing in general because
Damn, I should have kept my runner open. Oh.
I just, as long as it's a W, I'm happy because I get to provide you guys with a W. I'm just not okay with losing because like I know a lot of people follow and copy what I do, and I know a lot of people don't follow my risk management, so they just get in there, oh, good position, and fuck it, I'm gonna ride it. Congrats to everybody.
So you logging off for the night, Wix?
No, let's fucking milk it. What do you mean?
You're chilling. You're chilling.
There's nothing we could do. Look at this fucking price. It's gonna take a while to set up here. Like, if I'm being realistic, we are so lucky that this happened in the beginning of stream. If stream opened up, if this happened at like 6 and we opened up here, we'd be sitting here probably till 10, 11. like technically, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna hang out here till our stream goes till 10 at least, right? So I'm gonna see the 4-hour closure through. Maybe in a wild chance in hell this thing pulls back, we get our move, or we get our support for him. But honestly, no, this was the chance here. Bless you. Bless you. Honestly, this was it. And it's like typically on these re-breaks, we might see this push 500-600 pips. Like, I would not be surprised if this shit's at 52.50 here and like
it's already pushed 500 pips since the beginning.
Yeah, that's not enough. That's not enough. It might push another 500.
Yeah.
That's like, just knowing and seeing this play out historically, you might see 52.50 here, which is 500 pips.
Yeah.
So close your eyes and buy type of
silver is at 113, almost 114 an ounce. It's crazy.
I was at the gym today. Some guy walks over to me. He's like, gold, man, gold. What are we doing? Why are we here working out? We need to go. We need to go sell our gold. He wasn't about buying gold. He's like, I gotta go get everyone's jewelry and go sell it.
Dude, that'd be so annoying.
He doesn't even know I trade. He just walked over to me because we were like,
yeah, I'd be like, nah, dude, don't sell your gold. Do not sell your gold.
I thought about saying it. I thought about being like, you know what I actually do? And then I realized next time he sees me, he's going to run straight for me at the gym and make a scene and make it loud and obnoxious and go, gold, man, aren't you? I lived that moment in that split second in my head. And I was like, nope. I don't know, bro. Janitor.
Yeah, janitor. Damn, should have left a freaking runner. Holy shit.
Yeah, shoulda, woulda, coulda. Hindsight's 20/20, man. There's a lot of shoulda, woulda, couldas in life, man. You can't look at it like that. It's gonna run again next time, and you're gonna say the same thing, man. I shoulda, or just leave it. You know, all-time high positions. Fuck it. Maybe 9 out of 10 come back to break even, but one of them will go for 100 pips. But let me tell you, in the long run, we've done the math on this in like 21, 22, where like just securing 10 to 20 to 30 pips full position will make you more by the end of the month than leaving half and going for a 50 or 100 pip runner on the other half. You by the end of the month, we made a lot more by just securing full at the smaller position. So yeah, it's good for content, but realistically, long term, if you're building an account, it's really just secure your position, let it come back, secure that part again, and just keep it moving. It's like 9 out of 10 times the runner you attempt comes back to be fact and point you just saw right now. Secured 75. That's why I don't secure half anymore. I just secure 3/4 of the position. Sometimes 80%. GCEJ 26 on AMP MC5. Is it already active? Because I don't want to switch right now. I'm on the old one. I'll switch tomorrow. Anybody know how long that trade was?
Probably like less than a minute.
I'm fine with that. Was it less than 10 seconds?
Or however long it was.
A minute and 4 seconds.
A minute and 4 seconds for the entire trade?
Yep, the entire trade.
It felt like 10 seconds. Did you have the same entry and stop and TP?
No, I actually set it out. I didn't take it.
I entered before it started pumping.
Okay, nice. Yeah, you guys are pretty mature. Everybody always be trying to get more pips than me.
It's not just that. It's, I mean, I saw what it was. I mean, I kind of, you know, had my suspicion of what it was going to do. It pulled back to like,
you could see what it was doing. Yeah, you're right. In
yeah,
terms
like
of the
you
way
know,
it was
like
moving.
from the low and the high that it made, and then it retraced, you know, X amount of, you know, 50% range of that high and low, and then, you know, stops at the lows.
If you watch charts print like we do all the time, like we don't switch from gold and we just watch it print. If you watch charts print, you can kind of tell when the candle's moving and kind of being a little parabolic and fidgeting. You can kind of tell what it's doing and what it's going to do just based on what you've seen before.
Yeah.
Let's add that W to our record. Win number 619. Cool, 47.
Hey, just saying though, dude, if that guy comes to you in the gym and asks you, hey, dude, what should I do with my gold? Just be like, dude, you should just keep it. Do not sell it.
Oh, no. He was just talking about it. He pretty much knew what he was going to do with his gold. He doesn't
Yeah,
want to
I
trade,
mean,
but
anybody
gotta
that even
do
like
gold.
asked me anything about like gold and stuff like gold and silver, I just be like, dude, keep it. Don't sell it. No point. What are you going to do with that money? Oh, I'm going to spend it. What are you going to spend it on? Like, that's not worth it. You don't need that. You may want it, but you don't need it. Unless you're going to reinvest it and have another asset pay you, then great. But
Well, I like how we got that top wick there kind of first too. And then because it almost matched, that top wick almost matched the previous candle top wick, which makes our job much easier in terms of making the decision for entry. And then as we, you know, the leg candle there Reggie didn't like right here, but once we filled that body low, right, and especially since we bounced off this support, right, we've attempted to come back down in range, we broke that low a couple of times, failed. You can start seeing this push up, and it just kind of happened fairly quickly. Yeah, that's all she wrote. Break of the highs. This is our gladiator candle. Hit the moment.
Yeah, I didn't take it. I thought that was just a reaction. I was scared it was gonna come back down. That's why I sat out.
Yeah, if we get that top, remember I said we get that top wick and it fills the body, I'm taking the rebreak of the high.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think we spoke about it yesterday or the day before yesterday. This will not set up till London for sure. We don't know that, right? Because this can pull back. Look at this previous candle closed no top wick. You could see just the same way you've pushed up here. You could see a correction of a candle, right? You just the same thing that's happened here. Look, it was a heavy push. It came back, and a heavy push. I mean, for the candle itself, it went up 350 pips, but came back, right? And then it slingshot it. Boom, fill the wick. You might see the same type of movement here. But ideally, yes, of course, you'd want to pull back now to previous levels and try to attack it from around 51.84 or wherever it creates the next support. Because this could be a heavy push up, you know, like we said, you know, 3, 4, 5, 600 pips, and then you're going to end up forming a range. And that's when, if that happens, then you're seeing volume for London. And even then, with a big push like that, 500, 600 pips, your range will be like 200 pips here. It'll bounce around. You might see this, right? Come up here. And then, alright, that's good shit. This is what you typically see. So if you get something like this, right? The whole point of me drawing this, like, you just don't understand what that range might look like. But as you top out over there, right? That range gives you plenty of opportunity, right? Whether it's here, whether it's here, whether it's a bottom wick if this is a steeper bottom wick, right? Whether it's off this bottom wick, there's plenty of opportunity here. Right there, maybe this creates a steeper bottom wick, you know? As you start forming that range after a heavy push, you're going to retest highs. You're going to retest the support, right? So you're going to have plenty of range in terms of trading if it is that heavy push. If it's not that heavy push, then we should retest previous highs and instead, you know, turn that resistance into support, and then we can look to retest highs that we are making right now. Capiche?
Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
Is there a toxic in here? I just saw your DM in Discord. He said, what the signals? Where am I going to see them? Saw those, man. I just saw your DM. Sell volume coming in heavy, 5,200 on April contract. 5,260. 5,221. They filled at 5,221. 5220.7. That was this little pullback, right? That we just saw. Oh, congrats, 30K subs, bro. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you guys. You guys are responsible. You guys are solely responsible. Well, actually, we're responsible in tandem, right? Remember, this has to work like a well-oiled Diddy party. So, I mean, we're all responsible. Is there anywhere we can find out what a late candle celery paint? It's not a late candle, it's a le candle. Orange. Le candle. Orange. Parlez-vous français? So yeah. This is a le candle. Right here. Right here. And typically when you see this kind of candle, big wick, heavy wick, small body, you typically, if you get a top wick first, it is highly likely, very highly likely to come back the other way. That's why a lot of times when you get this closure, we are looking for resistances somewhere over here to take that top wick sell, because it's coming down to here, the wick, the candle body. And you saw me say in this position right now, we made a top wick. I will not have a buy stop unless we fill this previous candle body, right? Once price here filled that body, that's all we know about late candles. Once it makes that top wick, it's going to come down and fill up to here. So whatever, if there was a resistance, you know, if there was historical price data here and a resistance that we could identify, then we would have looked for that top wick, right? And a sell, and you know, an entry here that gives you a lot. It's 100 pips down to the body. But this candle came down here. There's no resistance. There's no sells. We're at all-time highs. So once this candle came down and tapped this area, we had a buy stop on the rebreak of the highs, and look what it did. And I would not have taken that buy stop if we just came down to like here and started rebreaking highs. I wouldn't have taken it. I would have expected it to come back down and tap this area. 15 closing leg candle, which means the 30s closing bullish with a top wick to fill. The hourly's closing bullish with a top wick to fill. So here's the perfect example. Watch this candle. This next candle is going to come up to at least the top of the body here. If it makes a bottom wick, you can probably look for it right here on this wick overlap if you're looking for a bottom wick entry. My only issue with this is if I take this entry here and we continue down, my stop is the break of the previous candle, 160 pips. That's why I don't do it here, right? I'm going to stick to my principles. I'm very principled in terms of risk management here. So, you know, if it's not my ideal stop, even if it's a great position, I'll avoid it. If it's too much risk. Because there's enough positions that don't have as much risk. There are positions with a lot of risk that I'll take, but not 160, 180 pips. Those times are long gone for Wix 9, right? And also, you don't have a leg candle for now. Hello, everyone. Hello. It just said 52.21. Look, 52.21. They drove it back down. Wow, no bottom wick, indicating no range. This candle should come back up. This should fill the wick. Right, no bottom wick indicates no range to come down. So once this candle makes a bottom wick right now, right, the hourly just closed. Look at this 1 hour, right? So once we make the bottom wick, the rebreak of the 1 hour should fill. Oh, man, we just gonna have all the range eaten away.
I took buy. I'm in right now.
You took it immediately or off the rip?
Yeah, I took it right away. No bottom wick. I took it. I'm up. I'm
Yeah.
almost up 100. Almost.
Nice. You're a savage. How much is it here? Hey, you're gonna get you 100. Bro.
Go. Order filled. Go.
Yeah, W. Good shit. Reggie's been fucking killing it. Yeah, I'm just... With that bearish closure, I thought we were gonna... I didn't want to take an entry here and just to flip bearish and wait for that. I'd rather wait it out and get, you know, wait out the drawdown.
I missed the trade with you guys, so I had to take something.
Oh, yeah. W. See, so you got it back. Even better. Made more of your own analysis. You see? But yeah, I was afraid we get this short top
With
wick.
the help of yours, always. I'm always going to give you credit, and everyone in the Discord as well.
Everyone's pretty on point in there. I'm in Texas and a big boy trader. Now, can you recommend a broker taking the Hanko training wheels off? And do you dabble in stocks? If not, why? I don't know. Because I guess you can only buy stocks. Can't really sell them without owning them. I don't know. Honestly, I should own stocks and diversify, but I don't. And I've taken Jay's advice and I've looked into it, but I've never acted on it. Jay's got some really good dividend stocks. The broker, I recommend, if we're talking about live, like broker, not a funding company, I trade on AMP Futures. It's a regulated broker. It's a US based regulated broker. They're in the CME building in Chicago, right? And they provide a lot for traders in terms of options, like over 30 different platforms to trade on, I think. MetaTrade, trading everything. So if your broker is able to provide you all the latest and greatest and they care about you having a great experience, they're probably well off, right? So that's why I trade AMP Futures. It's a better user experience. more user friendly. You guys heard me say this all the time. It's regulated. My money's not going anywhere, right? And it's cheaper to play than spot gold, right? I pay less in commissions. The spreads are smaller. I don't worry about slippage. It's just way better. I don't know why we ever did forex or spot gold. Maybe because the barrier for entry here is a bit steeper. When do you stop taking big stops? Set up wicks. When do you? You mean at how big? It depends on the probability of the play working out versus the amount of pips I have to risk. So if it's like
Might
a
get
90,
another 5 like candle, maybe.
I'm
Let's
not
see.
going off. I'm not going off the 5, man. I'm just gonna wait for this to come back down here and form a support. If we can do that, I'm gonna look to retest the highs. You know, we got another hour for a 4-hour closure. We might be in on the bottom wick of the next 4-hour candle. Appreciate the $5. Be great, 90. Yo, I got my fat Jamaican joint waiting for me outside the entire stream. I just want one pull. I've been thinking about it. I wonder if it's thinking about me. Bumbug. I'm going. If we got small stops, we would have made a fortune. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. I don't think about it like that. I just feel like if you show up and win and not concentrate on money, but concentrate on the actual, not the activity of trading. Focus on winning, walking out of here green or blue, whatever, you know, in profits. I'm calling it, gonna go smoke before I overtrade. Thank you for the stream weeks. Always, as always, later, Gators. Yes, sir. Later, ID, don't do drugs. Man, I'm gonna smoke this joint. I'm not even gonna smoke it. I'm gonna take a pull. I'll be right back. We're gonna look to see if we can pull back, take something. Yeah, give me 2 minutes and think of some good questions you can ask for now.
Dang, we're still here, chat. Ah. Lex, you're muted.
You've got to be kidding me this whole time. Bro. I just went over like 4 different concepts. I'm not going back. Oh my God. Wix, does it make sense that ranges should continue to get larger as price climbs? I don't think the size of the ranges will be dependent on price of gold, right? And not like it's not like, oh, the more gold costs, the bigger the ranges here will be. No, it's really dependent on volume, on the fact that we don't have any established ranges here. So right, it's just starting. It's just reaching orders, big pocket of orders to big pocket of orders, and there's really no established levels. So I think that's the result of big ranges is the result of volume and of heavy pushes. Basically, the fundamentals, everything that's going on in the world, and market sentiment, right? So I think while we've learned that since Trump came in, right, a little over a year ago, we've been seeing just massive daily candles, 4 candles, even 15 and 5-minute candles. It's just the environment right now, but it's not dependent on the price of gold, how far we've pushed, so the ranges are going to be bigger. Now, remember, I forgot my train of thought. Oh, yeah, we remember, the only reason we're here is to figure out the when, right? The market, the fundamentals, the market sentiment is going to dictate these ranges and where we push and where we come back to, right? The fundamentals are dictating that. We're here just to know when. So if we just traded fundamentals, we'd probably invest or, you know, just take long-term shots at gold. But we're going by technicals because we want to be precise. We want to know the when. We know what, right? What's moving. We know it's gold. We know where it's going. Our job is just to time it. And that's what we're doing here on the charts. Know the when. Price can lie, volume doesn't lie, but you don't have volume. Don't lie. Okay. But I know the fact we're moving and we're getting big ranges, but I think we're moving and the ranges are massive because it's volatile times. Ooh, saved. Price came right back up. Damn, duration.
We may be forming a support right here in this area because of the previous high. And I'm looking on like the 3-minute, 1 minute.
I'm gonna bank on this coming back down to previous levels at around 84. Might see a seller replay here to come down. I won't be part of it because we're gonna need some bearish closures and, you know, a range printed here, which is good. Remember, I spoke about this. You want this 15. We drew this out like the past 2 or 3 days. Because you have a heavy push. You want that 15 to print a range. You don't want to take, remember we spoke about 15 versus the 30 yesterday in terms of buys versus sells. Why it was okay for a 15 on the buys and you needed a 30 for the sells. Well, you don't have a bearish closure here at all. So you're going to need some kind of bearish closure, maybe the 30 or the 1 hour next. And that bearish closure takes you into the 4-hour close. All right. And if the next 30 closes bearish, the 4-hour will close bullish here. and you're going to expect bearish momentum to begin the next 4 hour, which means we're going to have a chance for our bottom wick entries here at this blue line right here, 51.79. We'll see what happens here. That is interesting how that's a 4 hour level there. See that? I didn't look at it when I marked this off. I was just I was looking at a 30 level of resistance right there. So this is a good area for a previous resistance to turn into a support. If we get down here, you'll probably see a bounce off this level. But once again, this stop is not welcome. You are not welcome. 250 pips. But let's wait. You know, there's still another 40 minutes left in this 4 hour candles, this 1 hour candles. I'm going to be patient. I think if we have a chance to form a support, yesterday was a late push also like this, right? Where we formed the support. So if we're able to make it back down here, quick into these areas, at least get closures above this area, right? That's the 15th, right? Any one of these can do this, right? I'm looking on this lit candle. As long as we tap this area, I'll be looking. Guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, you mean, are you happy it's driving up?
No, I was saying like that setup that you drew just right there. That was.
That's the onion. That's the onion setup.
That's the yeah.
So somebody asked me for a lit candle. We explained that. This is a lit candle, but this is also an onion. We get that closure here. Call it a support, right? Break of the highs here. That will be the onion play. After we get that bottom wick. Uh-oh, hold on. My kids are yelling. Hold on. Been watching your streams past few days. Cool guy. I mean, yeah, we've been on fire here.
Break out the red panties. We're rich, baby. Break out the red panties. We're rich,
Why can't
baby.
I hear that? Oh, that's why.
Break out the red panties. We're rich, baby.
All right, all right. All right, gang. It's time. I need you guys to help me out a bit and do a little bit of marketing. Can I have you guys just spam a shit ton of dubs? Fucking go. Spam some dubs, please. If you got that W with us here on stream, just spam the damn dubs. 47 pips here. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Just needed to do a little content. Do a little content. Do a little dance. Make a little love. Get down tonight. They're still spamming. Thank you. It's fucking awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. It helps. Definitely helps. So yeah, we've been talking about these levels, right? Printing this range here. The way for you to get the sell in, you need closures below here. I never finished drawing it. If you're looking for sells, but sells right now is you need something like this to then bring you back down here. Sells right now is really not a bright idea. There's definitely not a light bulb on above your head. You're thinking sells. Pretty dim light bulb. Somebody on camera. We didn't even spoke to them. What's up, Jordan? What's the deal? Welcome. Glad to see you in here. Where are you from? Where are you from?
I'm in Nashville, but I'm originally from California.
All right. Cool. We're in Cali.
I was born in Fresno, but I just moved back from LA.
Nashville. You guys got a shit ton of snow, didn't you?
Dude, it's all ice right now. It's not even snow. Like, our trees are exploding. I don't know if you've seen videos online.
Yeah, I have. I've seen videos of it.
Dude, like, literally everywhere. Trees are falling over. I didn't have power for days. I was going in my car so that I could trade and charging my phone and computer.
Oh, you did the right thing moving to the East Coast, though. It's, man, trading from the West Coast is tough.
Yeah.
The hours stuck.
It's brutal, but I mean, I'm a night owl as is, because I mean, outside of this, I do security, so I'm in clubs.
I'm a janitor.
So all night long, I'm up. But I used to be on the road on tour. I used to build and design stages, and that's when I started having too much time on my hands while we were on tour buses, and started watching videos, and then I started executing instead of watching videos, and here I am.
Oh, you got another Nashville dude. Hector. Gandhi Daniel. Yo, there was a Daniel that DM'd me today. That you didn't get your account, man. He got it a month ago and never opened it. Yo, what I wanted to say, I never sent you a message. If you're on here, man, if that account's inactive, just reach out to me and I'll get you another one. But yeah, it was sent to you a month ago. Dope. All right, so welcome to the stream. I'm glad you're on cam.
No, I'm glad to be here.
Sure. We have a FOMC today. Yes, we do, for New York session. So for me, it's tomorrow, right? It's nighttime for me right now. So, but it's still this daily candle. So yeah, that's what I was thinking. We get a heavy push today, and then we range all through London, waiting for FOMC. Waiting for FOMC. I think Trump is speaking again. He's been in like 4 places in the last 8 hours. Keeps flying around the country. Is there any open trade right now? No, we were waiting for a pullback here and for something, right, something like this. but this candle created a top wick, never flipped, so we're not what's happening right now. Doesn't look like it's setting up anytime soon right now. Why you checking GCG 26? No, we're not checking it. That's what we're trading on. We've been trading on it. I think today is the last day of the contract, and then tomorrow we'll switch to the new contract to BCJ. Juicy J.
Dude, have you ever listened to Juicy J, the rapper?
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Bro, you should look up his music when you get a chance. I think you would really like it. Just getting the vibe. I haven't listened to Juicy J in so long though. It's hilarious.
I was just yapping.
Like bounce it, stop it. All I blow is loud. Like, dude, those are some of his greatest songs.
Maybe I don't know.
I'm telling you, bro. Like, listen to the
songs.
stuff.
I probably know the songs.
His album says is named Stay Trippy.
Pretty sure I saw.
Like, he actually throws down. I'm not even kidding. You should listen to him. You think you would really like him. Anybody in here is listening to Juicy J at all?
Half the chat, everybody knows who the fuck that is except me.
Of course, yeah. Juicy J is a legend. What do you mean?
Dude, hell yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. There we go, Reg. There we go. Back me up. Everyone in the chat's going off about Juicy J.
He's a legend as a rapper, as a producer. His songs get sampled a lot.
Bands make a dance. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what the fuck that is.
But like you gotta listen to his other songs though.
You want to bounce it with Wale? Yeah,
Bounce it, stop it. All I blow is loud. That whole Stay Trippy album, dude, is just fire. He's got some songs as Yellow Wolf, Trey Songs, Wiz Khalifa.
Smoke a Ninja. Amen.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. Dude, that one's actually really good. That's a good song. As high as could. It's shit. I wish you could play music in this chat.
Once in a while. He was my legend in high school. Yeah, what the fuck? Am I not that cultured?
Dude, for real, like straight up legend in high school.
Everybody just knows who the fuck this is. And like, I know, but like if I knew, then like, but I didn't know, right? Like, it's not something that's stuck in my head. So apparently he connected with a lot of you guys, right? But it's outside on top of my joint, or on top of the cigarette. Top of your cigarette. I need to enter a sell order. Why? Why do you need to? You need the market to print what you need, not you need to enter just because you're on the charts. Let's start building winning habits first, and that in turn will, hold on, my kids are. Dina, I think it's a lady. I think it's a she. Yeah, she's trolling. He trolled. What are you doing?
Yeah, that candle just 1 hour candle just filled the wick.
What do we say? 52.50? Halfway there.
52.50. Yeah.
Followed it. We said, hey, we're gonna get this range around 52.50. Told you we can get another 500 pips, no problem.
Wix, I'm gonna ask you tomorrow. Or wait, maybe. I'm having surgery, but I'm gonna ask you next time I'm on here. I'm gonna ask you to listen to Juicy J, and you better say yes.
Yeah.
Yo,
I'll say yes. I'll definitely say yes.
What do you say, Reg?
I was saying, hopefully your surgery goes well, whatever it is.
Oh, thanks, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't hear what you say. So hopefully it goes well. What are you having surgery on?
Just a hernia from lifting weights.
I just had a hernia. How big's your hernia?
I mean, it's not that big. I just have like three. I have three
My
small
hernia's
ones.
bigger than yours.
Yeah, I would hope not, because
Oh, you have not been here for long, man.
hernias are bad.
So, you can go to like February, March, every single live stream of last year, exactly one year ago. I don't know how long you've been here for a few months. So from like February to like September or October, I went through like one of the worst times of my life in terms of physical pain, setbacks. I got a really bad hernia at 7.5 millimeters.
That's crazy.
Like what, yours was like 3?
Mine's like 3 small ones.
Oh, like
But
3
I'm not-
small hernias. Yeah, like I had a 7.5. Like my brother needed surgery with a 3 millimeter hernia. I had a 7.5 millimeter. They said surgery after physical therapy, and most people here know the story. I did physical therapy. I did a chiropractor. I did peptides. I did everything. Physical therapy was like 3 months too, and nothing helped but prayer. I prayed, and the next day everything went away.
So you never got surgery?
I never got surgery. I just started.
Damn.
I prayed. I just one night, like I was in so much pain. It was actually in the morning. My daughter, they tried to get me out. I just couldn't get up. Fell on the floor. Left alone. Prayed, and like I swear, I was in tears, man. I was in a lot of pain. And
Yeah,
next
they
morning,
can cause so much pain that, like, my buddy had one and he didn't go in to get it taken care of, and then all of a sudden he's going to the ER having emergency surgery because it was so, like, it was the worst pain he ever had.
yeah, and like I woke up the next day, right? It could have happened any day. The day that I prayed, after 7 months, the day that I prayed, the very next morning, I woke up in no pain. I gave it about like a couple of days to see if I'm like feeling all right, and then I hit the gym really light, and like it's been since then. Just,
Yeah, I really don't want to
There's a
be in
reason
that position.
I was an atheist. I didn't believe in nothing. There's a reason. Because of that. That's the only thing. Like I've lived through it. I went through it, and like I think of my old self as a complete fool, right? Even though before I thought everyone that believed in God was a fool. But like, man, nothing helped. Prayer, and like it was excruciating pain. So like, there's nothing you can tell me that would tell me that say like, nope, not real. Don't be like me, mistaken, no trade right now. Yeah, there's no trade right. And I think everybody just has to come to that conclusion on their own through their own experiences. And that was my experience. Nothing on screen. Yeah, nothing on screen. If there was a position, you would see me post it on screen. Never came back to our entry, huh? Been 333 pips. I didn't know what else to do. I was out of options. I was like, there's just nothing is working. That shit makes me emotional. There's something bigger than us connecting us all. It gets called many things. I agree with that. I agree with that. Can I sell now for just the body of list candle? I'm not selling them. We've closed above the range. For you to get a confirmation of a bearish move, you need to fake out, close back in range. You would need to re-break the low of the candle that closes back in range. There's quite a few steps, and you need to be patient. You're not gonna trade just because you're here and you're putting time into this. This isn't get paid per hour, right? You can sit here for sessions at a time. You can sit here for 10 or 20 hours and get, you know, your actual job will only take 15 seconds like it took today, right? So that 15 seconds, you're not getting paid for the 15 seconds you worked. You're getting paid for all the knowledge you have and all the times you sat there not taking an entry. So your job is not to take an entry because you're here. Your job is because you're here, you have to wait for your own end. You know, you have to let the market set up for you. You're not getting paid because you're investing time into this. You're getting paid, you know, the only way to get paid is to wait for your entry and be okay with the fact that you might put in a few hours into here and not make a dime, right? Might not make a single dollar. But there are times where in 10 seconds, you make a week's worth. You make a month worth. Right? Remember, trading, like 99% of what we do is just waiting. 1% is that click of the button, that click of the mouse button. Have you heard of a reverse hyper machine? Reverse hyper. I'm not, you lost me. Got my AMP account set up, waiting on approval of platform, MT5. I traded on MT5, yeah. It's gonna take them like a week to approve you though. It takes, I think it took me like 4 or 5 days for approval, and then don't ACH the money in there. Wire it, because you're gonna end up waiting a few days if you ACH. If you wire it, you can get it same day. Just notice you hit 30K subs finally. Yes, I appreciate it. Thank you for noticing. Thank you for actually keeping track with me. You guys are on this ride with me. Yeah, we hit it yesterday. You guys are the ones that brought us to 30K. The Asian session did it. I wonder
How many people are streaming right now or watching YouTube live?
What do you mean?
Like, how many people are watching live right now?
312.
Oh, okay. Is that usually like a little bit more than normal?
No, normal in the last 3 months has been around 420, 480, between 420 and 480. Like,
Gotcha.
so we're a little short. I think it's like yesterday, most of the people came in after 10, like 10, 11 p.m. Like, but we have been running Asian session later. That's why we've been getting a lot of viewers. But just in terms of like logic, and if we're not concentrating on viewers and running a show here, right, and building the channel and the community, if we're talking about strictly trading, it just would not make sense to continue sitting here. This is if we're pushing through all-time highs here on the 4-hour close. Let's see how many subs we have right now. We are about 45 subs away from 30.1. Big family now, congratulations. Yeah. Change the stream quality on the site. Oh, yeah, that's not for me. I can wait. The opportunities will come over and over. Yeah, I say this all the time too. The great thing about the way we trade is our trades show up so freaking often that it's, you know, you don't really have to wait too long. Once or twice a session, right? And you guys, damn, once or twice a session? I need one every other 5-minute candle. Unless we see a heavy breakdown here. Tough. Looks like higher than the dog on soul plane. Wait, my door just opened. I don't know if it's Casper or if it's Benny. He's good, Benny's good. Looking to get my groove back. Yeah, it's been a shaky beginning to the year, right? January. Break even month the first 2 weeks. With the volume spikes. We've been on a roll here. Everything's coming back to its normal places. Candles looking like price action candles that we want to see. These mods are awesome on here. Yeah, we got the bill. That's what makes it a toxic free community, because everyone's like-minded, right? You guys share the stream, and just over time, just like-minded people come through here. $15 closed, but 30 still open. This 30 can drive you back down in range here. And the candle closed. Yeah, like candle right at this area, 52.10 would have been nice.
Yeah, it looked like it was about to, but then at the last minute.
Which instrument? This is a gold futures contract. All right, gold futures contract. Actually, this contract's ending. We're going to switch tomorrow to the new one. This GCG 26. We're going to switch to GCJ 26. 60% off until February 1st. I'm not sure. While it's 60% off, if you're planning on getting one anyway, get it now, because that offer can disappear tomorrow. But yeah, go get your top one futures accounts. It's not 50% off that you see in your top right there. It's 60% off. So go get your top one futures accounts. Use code WIX. Get an instant funded account. Skip the challenge. Come here to ready to make money, right? This trade today probably would have made you dough already in a instant funded account, instead of passing challenges over here. So show up with your instant funded accounts ready to go. And me, you just changed the time frame, I see now. Okay. It's silly me. Oh, she's silly me. I had a teacher that used to say that, like junior high. Silly me. Hit the like button. Yes, please hit the like button. Drop a like, and please sub to the channel for that W we had here. Brought that with us. Please share the stream as well. Steering people the right way. Damn, I missed the Yukon game. Fuck. Oh, no, I didn't. It's still on. 78, 73. Yukon got a 5-point lead. Minutes. Used to be a teacher. 330 watch, probably 100 likes. Yeah, let's go get the likes up. I think a lot of people showed up too late for our trade. After the trade. What'd you teach? What grade did you teach? The correct way to send a like? Hit the thumbs up underneath the stream, or and sub for sure. And share the stream. Go to your social media and share. Is there ever still a time as a seasoned trader you still trade your judgment? Yeah, but my judgment is based on my experience, and I have a wealth of it. Told you, knowledge guided by experience. I teach drums one-on-one. I have so much respect for classroom teachers. Yeah, it's tough. Thank you, Wix. Have a great night. Oh, you're out one? No one. Any more in the stream because he's dipping. Men still trust. Other times you still trade you. Like a judgment call? No, like I'm pretty set in like knowing what I'm looking for. Bro, my bad, I'm high as hell. I meant, do you ever question your judgment sometimes? Sorry. Do I question my judgment? If I take a loss, I usually go back and see what was about and like what happened. And sometimes I can pick my trades apart and see what I should have noticed. But like in the middle of a trade, or as I'm about to take a trade, I don't really question it. I build a narrative, and as I'm voicing things out, I get pretty convinced. For me to take a trade, I get really convincing. I always say, take your trade to court. If you can come up with enough evidence to convince yourself beyond a reasonable doubt, right? Like if you were telling somebody else, convincing them why this position is good, any one of us on stream here, would it convince us? If you can do that, you know, if you have enough evidence to do that, yeah, beyond a reasonable doubt, take your positions, and the only judgment there is your risk management. How are you going to manage risk? You're going to be greedy? You're going to be surgical? What are you going to do? Had some trade look good in my face the other day, tried them and got beat up. Go back to that loss. See if there's a lesson to learn. If there isn't, it was a waste of money. Because you're going to repeat that. High school biology and middle school finance. Had to quit because 10th graders slapped my bottom and I slammed them into the wall, unfortunately. That's biology, finance. Finance, there's the thing they don't teach in school. Middle school? Yeah. Well, somewhere out there is one lucky 10th grader walking around. Definitely the star of his grade. Not because he slapped your bottom, but because he's probably the king of his peers. You got the teacher fired. I think kids celebrate that. If they can get a teacher fired, like next day they all celebrate. Like, yeah, we did it. I've seen it so much. Some bad kids. Mostly bad parents, or like they're, yeah, just ain't raised right. They should bring back the paddle break. I remember in Ukraine, you act up. The teacher herself, she looked like a sumo wrestler. I remember she would walk up to you and she'd go like this. And she would pull you by your ear across the damn hallway into like a detention center hallway, and you would sit there. And if anything, they'd slap your hands with a stick too, with a ruler. You didn't get fired, you quit. But that's what I'm saying. You got the teacher. You got the teacher to quit. Almost failed chemistry in high school because my teacher was so fucking hot. Yo, I almost failed chemistry because my teacher was so old. She was like Grandma Death. You guys seen Donnie Darko? Grandma Death, remember? She was literally like, she would stop middle of her sentence and forget what she was talking. She was 79 years old when she was teaching. 79. You understand? She taught some of my friends' parents. Yeah, but my mother was a chemistry professor, chemistry teacher, right? Organic chemistry, so I passed. Yes, I cannot help that my mama gave me this butt. Jeez. Yeah. We'll be the judge of that, all right? I think we'll be the judge of that. Options used to call my Spanish. Oh, used to call my Spanish teacher by her first name in high school. Her husband hated it. The teacher probably hated you too. They hate that. Call them by the first name, like. We had a teacher that had a finger missing. If somebody was naughty, he was squeezing their ears. Oh. Be like, get your Chernobyl ass hand off him. Have you ever gotten a wind revenge? Yeah, plenty of times. Plenty of times. Of course. Yeah, viewers jumped. Nice. All right, I'm gonna need Darisha to keep talking about her butt because that just brought in about 50 more viewers. You guys are freaks. We'll call it a session just for that. Husband was gonna put on hand on you. What?
Like, no, Wix, don't do that to us. I'm just kidding.
Born dog in the chat. Yeah, man. I don't like it. Thanks to the BBLs. Tired of getting asked where I got my surgery. Is it real? Yeah, it's so funny because it's all over the place in Florida here. It's like, because, right, this is the epicenter. The entire world comes down here for BBLs. It's really funny. Funny, it's like the South Florida is packed with Canadians and people getting BBLs. They walked in my chemistry class to talk to the teacher during a lesson. I said, "What's up, Jenny?" He just gave me a death stare. In his head, he walked over to you and did this. Shake the shit out of you. Bougie, you ain't right. He was a kid. He was a 10th grader. You expect kids to do that. You expect them to, like, get under your skin on purpose. That's what kids do. Teenagers, that's what they do. They have not been humbled by life. So you expect them to act like that. But over time, life humbles everybody. Especially if they trade. Teacher's like, this fucker has a name in my class, but damn, he's getting S. For sure be. What the hell is S? I never heard of a grade S. Satisfactory. It's 2 minutes here. Look where we are, chat. We're just at all-time highs, breaking everything. Look at this 4 hour about to close with no top wick. This is Nelson, huh? Mrs. Nelson sounds weird. Miss Turner. That sounds like it's from a movie. As we're pushing to all-time highs here. Yeah, I know there's going to be an influx of people trying to show up here and trade and stream, but I mean, and trade the next 4-hour candle. Nelson sounds like someone with large glasses. Word. Sounds like never mind, I'm not even gonna say it. Can't say that shit on stream. If you think the shit I say is fucked up, think about the shit I almost say. See, I'm from Southside Chicago, South King Street to be exact. I've never been a student, seen a student touch to you like that in 10th grade, and did me I reacted like I was a survivor. No, you did the right thing. Damn. Shot town. Go Bear. Plenty of people from Chicago here. Go Bears? Yeah. Go off season. Bears are on the beach right now, somewhere in a really warm climate, while the rest of Chicago's freezing. The Bears are in a warm climate right now, probably playing dominoes on the beach with somebody. So, with the old folk. Yeah, that was a pretty ugly closure if we've ever seen one. Yeah, we're gonna call it a session here, gang. We'll be live tomorrow for New York session, and also we'll be live for Asian session tomorrow. So I'll try to be here. Let's look at Forex Factory first. What do we have? FOMC, 2 p.m. A possible trifecta tomorrow. If I can free up middle of the day, I'll stream the 2 p.m. FOMC. We'll go 2 to 4. But tomorrow around 8:30, 8:45, I'll run the AM Eastern. I'll run the New York session. I can have it up or down like a yo-yo. Trump on the dollar. Yeah, you think his friends aren't trading? Or his kids, or his cabinet? They're gonna outdo Pelosi. But yeah, I'm thinking around 8:30, 8:45 we run a New York session, the New York show, and around 2 p.m. if I'm able to show up, we'll run FOMC, and then 8 p.m. Eastern we will run this Asian session. We'll do it all over again, just like we did tonight. Yeah, this looks terrible. There's nothing here. I would hate to be in positions anywhere. 4-hour candle right now, at least. Right now. So give it time to set up. Zoom gang, I'll see you guys tomorrow on stream. Signal channel. Honestly, it doesn't look like we're gonna get anything in the next few hours, so you can unlock. Lock in, unlock, lock out, and see you guys tomorrow morning. If I see something set up, obviously I'll call in a signal channel, but it doesn't look like it right now. But things can change fairly quickly, right? This is gold, so for now, that's where we're at. Moz, thank you so much for helping me host the stream. Congrats to everybody that took the W with us today. Over 40 pips caught. And yeah, another W day. You guys are part of the top 2% of traders worldwide. Close out the charts for this session in profits. Chat, love and wisdom to you all. I'm going to call it a session here. So for me, my time is up here. You already know the deal. And just like that, another Asian session is in the books. Thank you for rocking with me. Congrats to the winners. Go get your top 1 futures accounts, code WIX to get 60% off, and go join the Signals community and learn through there and get access to all the private chats, channels, streams, Zooms, and get access to the Signals in there. See you guys tomorrow. Hasta la pasta. Later.
Break out the red panties. We're rich, baby.
Just give me the light.